Hello and welcome to JavaScript Programming Language course for beginners. This is an introduction to JavaScript course. Here you'll see the source and reference for this video. I hope you'll be able to follow along this JavaScript course. The prerequisites for this course are the following: Sublime Text Editor and a web browser. As you watch this video, please bear in mind about our ESLRs. And these are right thought, right communication, right attitude, right conduct, and right lifestyle. Now let's proceed to our lesson. Section 7. JavaScript and HTML Forms. Lesson 7.2. Using getElementById in JavaScript. The document method getElementById is used to manipulate particular HTML elements on your page. As its name suggests though, the HTML element needs an ID attached to it. So we have a text box and a button. When the button is clicked, we want to make sure that the text box has been filled in. If it's still blank, then we don't want to send the form anywhere. We can keep the user on the same page and color the text box, say red. This will offer a visual clue that the text box needs to be filled in. Here's what the text box will look like if it's left blank and the button is clicked. Using getElementById in JavaScript. The getElementById method needs a pair of round brackets. In between these round brackets, we type the ID we're trying to access. The ID needs to be surrounded by quote marks, single or double. Text boxes have a value attribute. We can get at this value by adding it after the round brackets. Type a dot first though. We then have two equal symbols. To specify a blank value in the text box, we have two single quote marks. We could have used doubles though. One thing to be aware of for getElementById is that the D of ID is lowercase, but the I is uppercase. So it's not capital ID, but capital I and lowercase d. Get that bit wrong and your code won't work. For a complete list of codes and classwork in this lesson, please check Google Classroom. Thank you.